we're going to have Rick Parent is going to be up next, and while he's on his way here, I'm going to have Jackie Whitten raise her hand up. Jackie, put your hand up. That's her. That's the hand that does not accept BET cards for cigarettes. So what we need in America, we need another maybe 20 million more Jackie Whittens, and we could solve this very easily if they knew she was out there and ready to take a stand. So Jackie, thank you very much for what you've done. We really appreciate it, and we hope you're the tip of a spear and a tidal wave this November. So we're all going to come back to people just like you. We also have, he probably can't hear me, and you're going to find out why, a former CNHT director, Bob Kingsbury, is here. He has the blue hat on. Bob, put your hand up in the air. Bob ran for office, I think, 27 times, if I have it correct, and he finally won. He's a state representative, and the thing that's unique about Bob Kingsbury is he's broken open Nazi prison camps to let prisoners out in World War II. He was a soldier in Patton's army. How many of them do we have left? I mean, there's a real story right there. Bob Kingsbury, thank you, Bob. We love every time he shows up, we love it. And next up for Congress, we have a candidate, Rick Parent, or Parent or Pront. If we're in Montreal, it's Parent, and if we're here, it's Rick Parent, but here he is. Have at it.
Thank you, Ed. How about today? This is a great event. So fortunate to be here. For all the veterans that are out there, can you please stand for 1 minute? All the veterans? I want to say, I want to salute you. I thank you for your service. We have multi-generations here and different events that happen around the world.
Up close, Rick. That away.
My name's Rick Parent. 2 years ago I ran a grassroots campaign for District Number 1, which is on the other side of the fence, for some of you guys that live on District Number 2. I tried to bring awareness of citizen leadership, and I'm trying to do that again. I'm in a David versus Goliath race. I'm an average person that works a regular job. I'm not a politician, never have been. I don't want to go to Congress to be a politician. I want to go to Washington to do something great, not to be something great. And over the last 2 years, we've seen our representatives in Congress raise the debt ceiling and vote for that 3 times. I would never do that. You have my word, and my word is my bond, that I will never do anything to pass our debt along to our young ones. I'm pro-life without exception. I was unfortunate enough not to be able to have a child of my own with my wife, so we did the next best thing. We went out and adopted a baby that didn't have a chance. We're the fortunate parents. Thank you, I appreciate it. We're the fortunate parents of a daughter that's now 3.5 years old that came from China. She's the greatest thing. Anybody that knows me has seen her along the campaign trail, and that's why I'm here now. I'm fighting for what she's going to be left in 20 years. We can't sustain where we're at now. You need an option. And that's the beautiful thing about New Hampshire politics. We have options. If you only have one person running in a race, that's a plutocracy. That's not a democracy. I want to bring awareness to Washington that citizens do matter. As a gun owner, I believe in Second Amendment rights, and I will advocate and champion to my dying day to keep them. Second Amendment rights are under attack daily. The Patriot Act is whittling away at your rights. I would have never voted for the Patriot Act. And now I work on a military ship, okay? I want you to know a little bit of history about me, and I'll be brief about this. I work a real job. I love my job. I spend 6 months out of the year in the Middle East. So I see those troops coming back and forth, and I see that the good work that they do. A lot of people forget about those guys, and that's why, again, I want to say, hey, thanks to the veterans. All the people that can't be here, give us the option to be free in this country. Global governments is out there, and it's in the form of the United Nations, and they're trying to impose their will on us. Now, if I'm in Washington, I'm going to push back and I'm going to fight for that. I'm also going to fight for states' rights. The 10th Amendment is there for us, to protect us from the government. The government is not there to protect us. As your champion in Congress, I believe that you need a voice. Constituent service and contact is key. You send me an email, it comes to me. It doesn't go to a staff. I'm a very small operation. If I can do this in $5,000 of my own money, what message does that send to Washington where you can run a federal campaign and be effective? It doesn't take $1 million. It takes 1 million votes. Your vote is more important than all the money you can ever help a candidate. Anyhow, I'll be brief. There's plenty of other candidates. I'll be around to answer any questions. You have somebody that's on your side. You have somebody that's a grassroots candidate that's not a politician. Again, I'm a chief engineer in a container ship. I work a real job. I've done my whole life. I've worked a regular job. I've never been a politician. And that's what we need, citizen leadership in Washington. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks, Ed.
GrokTV.